An entrepreneur is someone who does business with the purpose of making a profit. Mrs. Zura is an entrepreneur who runs a business selling frozen pizza since 2020. Our group's member will interview Mrs. Zura, or more commonly called Kak Zura, to get more information to perform this task. It took us 1 hour to interview Kak Zura because of many things to us and a very interesting partnership. It made us feel excited and want to be a successful entrepreneur like Kak Zura one day. Kak Zura is a mother who's worked as a job under government as a lab assistant at SMK Sultan Sulaiman, Kuala Terengganu. She is 48 years old. Kak Zura was born and raised in Tanah Merah, Kelantan. She is the fourth child of 6 siblings. She started like the business when she was young. Kak Zura was a kind, hardworking and very humble person. She made a business selling frozen pizza a side job in 2020. It is because their husband and children always eat her pizza at home and often ask her to bake it every day. Because she loved to see her family eat her own homemade pizza, Kak Zura chose to sell frozen pizza to be delivered to the supermarket after her husband and children persuaded her to sell her own homemade pizza. Once the frozen pizza was placed in several supermarkets, it received a great response from shoppers. Since then, Kak Zura has made it a job while still being as a lab assistant at SMK Sultan Sulaiman, Kuala Terengganu. At the same time, while she made frozen pizza, she also made some homemade chocolate cake while the entire world was under lockdown due to COVID-19 to fill her free time. She intended to become an entrepreneur when she was a teenager because at the time she was interested in learning to cooking. Finally, on this day, she was achieved her ambition to become a successful entrepreneur from an early age.
The entrepreneur before starting the venture. The first is working experience. Before started a pizza business, she worked as a laboratory assistant under the Malaysia Education Ministry. She was appointed in 1997 and at the time was in Convent Center Secondary School. She has been working as a laboratory assistant for 24 years. The second is roles model. She had no source of inspiration because from the very beginning her interest in cooking. She began making some homemade chocolate cakes and frozen pizza while the entire world was under lockdown due to COVID-19 to fill her free time. All the interest and seriousness, she was able to sell pizza in several supermarkets. Okay, the next is entrepreneur activities. In addition, before this, she was involved with the Mara Entrepreneurship course held at Hotel Sri Mara in 2008. She was also involved in entrepreneurial activities organized by companies, community college, which at that time were paid. At that time, she was also involved in the Green Entrepreneur of the Small and Medium Industry Development Corporation, and there she could learn how to make a frozen bread. Okay, the next is intention of being an entrepreneur. Okay, she intended to become an entrepreneur when she was still a teenager because at that time she was interested in learning to cooking. Okay, in some of parents' background, indeed her family is the type that many do business. From her mother, she traded in clothes and was taken from the Kota Baru factory to Kuala Lumpur to the business there.
For company backgrounds, name of the company is Azra Hakim Enterprise. Type of business is sole proprietorship. This one owner, only one owner for the business. She runs a business in food industry that she sells a pizza. Target customer are children and elders. It was because many people like to eat pizza, right? For the run the business in her house and make the pizza, prepare the dough and bake. the pizza. Also, she doesn't have any employers, so her children help her prepare the pizza. That's all.
Business plan to start a pizza business. The first thing you need to do to start your pizza business is to learn if and what kind of pizza you want to make. First, get training and experience. This is very important before starting a pizza restaurant. While there may not be certificate to open a pizza restaurant, it doesn't stop you from working in a pizza restaurant to study inside and outside the business. Secondly, make a pizza business plan. This is an important step when starting a pizza restaurant. Write your business plan, which should include a description of your pizza, target market, marketing strategy, revenue stream, and startup costs.
So today I will explain the entrepreneur background. The entrepreneur's name is Zura binti Osman. She is more commonly called Kak Zura. She is 48 years old. She was born and raised in Tanah Merah, Kelantan. She just continued her study until STPM because she got job under government, that is as a lab assistant at SMK Sultan Sulaiman, Kuala Terengganu. And then she started like the business when she was young. She is the fourth child of 6 siblings. She was born into the simple family. Her father already passed away, then her mother stayed alive but stay at Tanah Merah, Kelantan. And her husband's name is Azli bin Razali. She have 5 children. How did she start the business is, before this she starting business in health products, that is Herbalife. Then she also business in baking, that is chocolate cakes, homemade chocolate cakes. And then in 2020 she began making she began making pizza, frozen pizza. While the entire world was under lockdown due to COVID-19. So what are the factors which is lead to the creation of this business is her husband and her daughter, not her daughter, but her children is always love to eat her pizza at home, and then oftenly ask her to baking the pizza every day. Then she got the ideas to start this business. Then she started this business with sending the stock at supermarket, and she also enjoy baking and making her loved ones happy with food. That's all from me.
My name is Muhammad Fikri bin Azman and my metric number is C21B1832, and I will present my part. And my part is E, the entrepreneur at the time he or she started the venture. She started the effort in making this pizza product in July 2020 following the COVID-19 pandemic, which had forced her to quit her previous job as a senior laboratory assistant at SMK Sultan Sulaiman. So she started the effort by asking many respondents about the pizza she made. The result was encouraging when the pizza that the entrepreneur may receive a positive response. For a start, the entrepreneur only produces 10 pizza products because the entrepreneur wants to make a side income, and when the economy and the current situation become more stable, then the 5 branches that she operates can also receive frozen pizza dapur umi produced by the entrepreneur. Among the method used in her efforts to sell pizza is through the online method, and even if there is an agent, it is not permanent because the frozen pizza needs to have a freezer and at home to maintain the freezing level of the pizza product. Apart from that, Puan Zura also choose stores where there are only frozen boxes to market her pizza product, such as grocery stores and supermarkets. For the type of business conducted by Puan Zura as a frozen pizza entrepreneur, it is private or sole proprietorship and must be registered under the Companies Commission of Malaysia (SSM) to obtain a business license to sell and produce a product to be sold or marketed. As for the target Entrepreneurs like Panzura also trying to target their frozen pizza products from children to adults, and the average is about 50 and below. Furthermore, the effort made by Mrs. Zura to improve the quality of marketing and production of her frozen pizza is with the help of 3 people and also assisted by machine technology to knead flour dough such as mixer that can knead pizza made in 3 kg once round. The time required must also be measured correctly because the frozen pizza is half cooked is about 10 to 15 minutes, so it is necessary to take care of the quality of the product as best as possible. Next, to further improve the quality in the production of frozen pizza Dapur Umi, Mrs. Zura is also involved in entrepreneurship courses organized by the Majelis Amanah Rakyat Mara and also called Small and Medium Industry SMI. That means in Malay Industri Kecil Sederhana program, as well as having their spirit to keep trying and trying again.
In conclusion, we learn from this entrepreneur is we have to always try something new out of our circle. We have to build attitude that we want to learn and experience something new. Even though our business move with the slowly progress, we have to believe that it's a normal and that is one of the progress to make we a success. Due to the COVID-19, all of entrepreneurs have to take risks of loss and gain in this business. Many businessmen and women trying to attract customer to buy their thing. Next, we also have to always gathering knowledge from master in business and get knowledge from the other businessmen or women. If we join, then we can know their experience in business, also can get new knowledge in our business. Businesswomen or businessmen want to success have to sacrifice many things such as their money, time, and their time with family, not enough rest and sleep, and also always tired. But to success, they have to sacrifice and move to many things and always excited to learn new things to success. So in success, we have many challenging experience, so we can have a motivated to success in business.